My lord,
Yes.
there are two issues, my lord. First issue, my lord, is that the petitioner has been suspended for the second time. First time was when BP was initiated against him, he was placed under suspension under 6.2, which is again under 6.1. I'll argue on that. It's 6.2, and then charge sheet was filed in the criminal case. After charge sheet was filed, he was again placed under suspension. 2017 suspended, 19 again joined. Again, my lord, now 26 suspended. Say on the ground that charge sheet has been submitted. Now, my lord, my submission is that if a person is suspended,
Charge sheet in the criminal matter.
yes, he was
What
already
about the departmental proceedings?
departmental. Now that is a second issue now, my lord. Second issue is that departmental proceeding, he has been found guilty of the charge number 4, only one charge. And then he was called upon to place his defense. He placed his defense, saying that you have come to a conclusion in the departmental proceeding based on such and such materials. You have never showed me those materials. That was a defense. So this charge will not be sustainable. Now again, department has initiated further inquiry. So I have challenged the further inquiry. Further inquiry cannot be permissible because that will be never ending process.
This is under discipline and appeal rules.
Yes. Now, my lord, the first issue, my lord, that I have been suspended for the second time. That, my lord, I have preferred an appeal under Rule 14, my lord. So, my lord, in that case, a direction can be issued, my lord, to the appellate authority to consider and dispose of within 2 weeks in that matter, my lord. And, my lord, that can be routed through the DC Sri Bhumi, my lord.
So,
Second suspension, page 66, annexure 14, my lord. Annexure
let them get their instructions here. Why the suspension is there? What is the necessity? But under the rules, it is not that they don't have the power to suspend you.
My lord, kindly come to page 66, annexure 14. This is the second suspension.
68. 66.
Yes.
Is there a bar under the rules that you cannot be
No,
suspended?
my lord, I will place my argument on that only. What I am arguing is that if I was suspended under 6.2 and then subsequently reinstated, now again they cannot invoke 6.1c.
What is 61C?
My lord. Very 6.1c is where a case against him in respect of any criminal offence is under investigation, inquiry, or trial. When I was suspended for the first time, this situation already prevailed. This was the situation. There is no change in the situation. When I was suspended for the first time and subsequently I was reinstated, this situation already prevailed. There was a criminal case which was under investigation.
You are suspended, and where is the first order of
Yes,
suspension?
my lord. You have to come for page 32, my lord. Annexure 5, page 32. Notification dated 19 December 2017. In pursuance of the WT message dated 30/10/2017 of ADC Jorhat and pending initiation of departmental proceeding against Sri Atul Hafila Senior Sub-Register Jorhat, he is placed under suspension by Rule 6.2 of the Assam Service Discipline and Appeal Rules, so and so, in consequence of his arrest by Dhubri Police Station on 25/10/2017. Now, my lord, if we read the second suspension order at page 66, annexure 14, dated 10/2/2026.
66.
Page 66, my lord. May I read, my lord?
Why these are numbered as 65 A, B, C, D and all that? Yes, 66.
66, my lord. Whereas it was reported by the Additional Deputy Commissioner Jorhat by W.
This is under 61C.
Yes.
So the provisions are clear. 6 has got two parts. One is 6.1 ABC and the other is 6.2.
6.2. My lord, my earlier suspension
Was under 6.2.
although they have mentioned 6.2, but it was under 6.1 A.
How?
Yes, my lord, I'll show, my lord. they have suspended me pending departmental proceeding.
That's what 2 says.
Yes.
6. Where is the earlier suspension again?
Yes, 32.
30. This is in consequence of your arrest.
First one is conflict of
No. Pending initiation of departmental proceedings, I was,
No, because in consequence of your arrest. See the last line.
my lord,
6.2 says that detained in custody on
Yes.
criminal charge.
my lord, kindly see, my lord. I was released on bail on 18 December 2017. And this order was passed on 19 December 2017. The next day I came out. And the order, they said that since departmental proceedings has been initiated, consequence to the Dhubri police station case, as such, I was placed under suspension. If we go by the wordings, then it is under 6.1. 6.1 says,
No, where is the police case referred?
it is referred in the last line, my lord, in consequence of his arrest by Dhubri police station, so and so. They are saying, by in pursuance of WT message dated so and so of ADC Jorhat and pending initiation of departmental proceeding in consequence of his arrest by Dhubri police station. That is the wording.
No, but you can't leave out the last part also. It's
The-
placed under suspension by so and so rule in consequence of his arrest.
In
Consequence of his
is
arrest.
placed under suspension by Rule 6.2 of the Assam Service Disciplinary Appeal Rules in consequence of his arrest by Dhubri police station, my lord. Here, my lord, in this suspension, my lord, they have mentioned about departmental proceedings. If they would have
No,
only
no.
mentioned that,
No, that. See, this is an order. This is an order passed. Was this under challenge at the relevant point in time? This suspension
oh my lord,
is not under
my
challenge.
lord, what I am making. Kindly come to
You are
6.1.
trying to interpret that page 32 and 66 are passed on the same
Yes,
ground.
page 32 is 6.1a and page 66 is 6.1c.
Uh,
If we go by 6.1a, 6.1a says where the disciplinary proceedings against him is contemplated
Alright,
or is pending.
we'll issue notice here, let them obtain their instructions, file their response. Just see. What is your prayer for today?
My lord, also I am praying, my lord, that in this regard, my lord, since I have already preferred an appeal, that appeal is there at page 73. So, my lord, they may dispose it off within 2 weeks, my lord.
Where is the appeal?
Page 73.
73. This is the appeal against the second suspension.
Yes, they may dispose it off.
Yes, Mr.
it was filed before the Chief Secretary.
Oh. Yes, Madam. Chief Secretary, appeal is pending. Dispose it off.
Lordship may dispose of this writ petition with the direction, Lordship, I shall communicate.
But this was filed on 27/3. Are you
27.
sure it is still pending?
Yes, my lord, pending.
Pending.
Yes.
All right. Heard counsel for the parties. This writ petition is filed with the petitioner putting a challenge to the order of suspension dated 10/2.
My lord.
10/2/2026, whereby the petitioner was placed under suspension and also memo dated 3003/2026. Whereby the inquiry officer and presenting officer has been appointed in respect of a departmental proceeding initiated against the writ petitioner. Petitioner has also preferred an appeal against the order of suspension, ID appeal dated 27/3/2026, which according to the petitioner is pending before the appellate authority. So the prayer before the petitioner, before this court, is that the petitioner was suspended earlier by the order dated 19 December 2017 and subsequently reinstated, and now by the order dated 10/2/2026 he's been suspended again. Stop. It is the submission, counsel for the petitioner, that both the orders dated 19 December 2017 and 10/2/2026 suspending the petitioner was issued same ground of pendency of departmental proceedings.
But kind of the page 68. Why, my lord, that second suspension and other, my lord, that reopening the departmental proceeding? This is clearly stated in the, my lord, the page 68. Only limited ground, my lord, it has been.
According to the writ petitioner, that subsequent to there was earlier a proceeding held.
Yes.
The pursuant to the petitioner being placed under suspension earlier. The proceeding was, departmental proceeding was initiated, and the inquiry officers furnished his report. However, the same is now sought to be reopened by the order dated 19/3/2026.
Only limited, no.
On the grounds mentioned therein. So, consequently, the petitioner was again placed under suspension, and a fresh inquiry officer and presenting officers have been appointed. Stop. It is the submission of the counsel for the petitioner that the Assam Discipline Service and Appeal, Assam Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1964 does not contemplate suspending an officer on the same ground for the same allegations twice. So, therefore submits that the action of the respondents in passing the order for a de novo inquiry is also not contemplated under the rules. Consequently, the subsequent initiation of proceedings, you are not challenging that.
I'm sorry.
Subsequent initiation of proceedings has been challenged, and we submitted that there is no procedure or rules provided under the so-and-so rules to reopen or order for a de novo inquiry once an inquiry has already been completed. So, but right now you want a disposal.
No, my lord.
Then
My lord, regarding that appeal, my lord, direction will be passed to complete it within 2 weeks. That is my prayer, my lord, before your lordship.
Lordship,
no. Then what happens is your challenge to the suspension order, we would not like to enter because it is before the appellate authority.
Yes, but second thing, my lord, that is there, my lord, that
So
de novo, my lord.
So-
Further inquiry, therefore that writ petition will survive.
we are asking you that. You said that the direction be issued for disposal of the appeal. That would take care of one of your prayers.
Yes.
So that prayer we would not like to adjudicate now.
Yes, my lord. Writ petition will be kept pending.
All right.
Lordship,
Under such circumstances, the Internal Council petitioner submits that the suspension of the petitioner, as also the de novo inquiry, be interfered with, set aside, and quashed. Para. Ms. M. Bhattacharya, Learned State Counsel, submits that as on date she has no instructions, and further that since an appeal has already been preferred by the petitioner as submitted against the order of suspension, dated 10/2/2026, and the matter is pending before the authorities. At this stage, the court may not proceed to hear challenge made by the writ petitioner in respect of the suspension order. Stop. Mr. J. Hendick, Learned Counsel for the Revenue. What is your submission, Mr. Hendick?
Lordship, my lord, the second, my lord, the suspended and allowed current proceedings are, my lord, on a limited ground.
He submits that
My lord, that earlier, my lord, some documents and my lord, the witnesses have not been examined. My lord,
That
that,
will
my
do.
lord,
he submits that from a perusal of the show cause notice issued to the petitioner in the subsequent proceeding, it is clear from the said order itself that the subsequent departmental proceeding is issued only on a limited ground, and it is not a de novo inquiry as sought to be projected by the writ petitioner, and the same is clear from the communication dated 19/3/2026. Stop there, since the department is in the process of undertaking the inquiry at this stage. No interference or suspension of the inquiry is called for. Well, having heard counsel for the parties, let notice issue, returnable 4 weeks. MSM Bhattacharya, Learned State Counsel, appears and accepts notice on behalf of respondent 1 and 6.
Lordship.
Mr. J. Hendick for
2, 3, 4 and 5.
3, 4, and 5. Since the respondents are represented, notices of which the extra copies be furnished within a period of 1 week. Whereas it is submitted that the appeal preferred by the writ petitioner is pending before the court, before the Chief Secretary, before the appellate authority, namely the Chief Secretary, State Government of Assam. The department is permitted to proceed with hearing, is permitted to proceed for hearing and disposal of the same appeal stated to be preferred, if not already done, and if any such orders are passed, basic copies of the same be furnished to the writ petitioner. Stop. In the event the appeal is still pending, the authorities will expeditiously undertake to dispose of the appeal within a period of
2 weeks.
30 days. 30 days from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. Stop. The notice issued in the writ petition will therefore now be confined to the challenge made to the departmental proceedings subsequently initiated against the writ petitioner by order dated 3003. Subsequent
Subsequent is 19/3/2026.
19/3/2026. And the claim of the writ petitioner with regard to his pay and allowances might be listed after the returnable date.
I'm
Right.
grateful, my lord. I'm so grateful.